Close meeting. Land acknowledgement. The municipality of Oakland-Wawanesa would like to acknowledge and recognize that we are operating on Treaty 1 and Treaty 2 lands, being the original territory of the Anishinaabe and the Dakota Nations and the homeland of the Métis Nation. Adoption of the agenda. Be resolved that the agenda for the July 21st, 2026 meeting be accepted as presented. Mover, seconder, Councillor Fisher, Councillor Jones, second. Favor? All in favor? Give me a break. No. Be resolved that the minutes of the June 23rd, 2026 regular council meeting be hereby approved as circulated. Councillor McDonald and Councillor Jones. Be resolved that we have to vote. All in favor. Be resolved that the minutes of July 6, 2026 special meeting of council be hereby approved as circulated. Councillor McDonald, Councillor Fisher, all in favor? Carried. Finance. General account. Be resolved that July 14th, 2026 general accounts payable being checks 8921 to 8931 and 8933 to 8977 in the amount of $179,843.11 be hereby approved. Councillor Fisher, Councillor Jones, all in favor? Be it resolved that general accounts payable check 8932 in the amount of $40 to Riley Gullett be hereby approved. Councillor McDonald, Councillor Fisher, all in favor? Be resolved that direct deposit 409 being staff payroll for the period June 20th to July 3rd, 2026 in the amount of $18,421.97 be hereby approved. Councillor Fisher, Councillor Jones, all in favor?
Anyway.
I know, upside down.
Be it resolved that direct deposit 411 staff payroll for the period July 4th to July 17th, 2026 in the amount of $18,751.81 to be hereby approved. Councillor McDonald, Councillor Jones, all in favor? Be it resolved that direct deposit 410 being council indemnities for the month of June 2026 in the amount of $5,350.78 be hereby approved. Councillor Jones, Councillor Fisher, all in favor? Utility account. Be it resolved that the July 14th, 2026 utility accounts payable being checks 1457 to 1473 in the amount of $14,384.75 be hereby approved. Councillor McDonald, Councillor Jones, all in favor? Statement of revenues and expenditures. Be it resolved that the statement of revenue and expenditures report to June 30th, 2026 be received as presented. Councillor McDonald, Councillor Jones, all in favor? Bank reconciliations. Be it resolved that the bank reconciliations for the month of June 2026 be approved as previously circulated. Councillor Fisher, Councillor Jones, all in favor? Delegations, none. Public hearings, none. Communications.
Okay, under the order of communications, we have the Accessibility News, their July 2026 newsletter. We have the Age Friendly Connections, their June newsletter. And we also have their information on Community Collaboration Grant 2026. The Association of Manitoba Municipalities has several communications. They are dated June the 18th, June the 22nd, the 26th, the 29th, July the 2nd, 2 on July the 8th, and July the 10th. There is information from the Central Assiniboine Watershed District on their barbecue being held at the Forest Community Park. Enbridge has provided information on their land use planning near Enbridge liquid pipelines. They've also provided information on their integrated contingency plan with respect to the Prairie Region Response Zone. Federation of Canadian Municipalities have communiques dated June the 22nd, the 29th, and July the 13th. There is a letter from Dan Gullett related to speed concerns, and I would note that that was sent off to the Highways Liaison person, and she responded back today that they have already sent an email to Mr. Gullett, and they have referred this to their Western Region team to look after. Now we have a letter from Mr. McGinnis on their property in Wawanesa with respect to culvert blockage, and there have been arrangements already made that our public works manager will meet with our building inspector because there is construction that is going on right at that same area, and to make sure that culverts are addressed. Manitoba Association of Senior Communities provided information on their Lockout of Life campaign. Manitoba Office of Drinking Water provided notice to flood-affected private well owners. Multi-Manitoba Stewardship Manitoba provided their 2025 annual report, and a copy of that is on file if council wants to see it. Municipal and Northern Relations provided Bulletin 02 with respect to Manitoba Collaborative Procurement Initiative. Prairie Mountain Health Community Volunteer Income Tax Program, they are searching for volunteers. Stewardship Manitoba, MMSM, is now accepting paper cups as part of their recycling program. And there was a thank you card from Neelan High School for the bursary that was awarded.
Okay, be it resolved that the above noted communications be received. Councillor Fisher, Councillor Jones, all in favor? Committee reports. Councillor Fisher, written report. Anything, Mark?
Nothing to add.
Councillor Jones, written report. Anything, Mark?
Nope, nothing to add.
I have a written report. Nothing more to add. Councillor McDonald, anything more to add?
Nothing to add.
No, not yet.
Head council report. Chief Administrator Upper, anything more to add?
Nothing further.
Finance Officer, anything to add?
Yeah, the 2026 tax statements went out in the mail Friday.
Public Works, anything to add?
Yeah, we finished 4 road repairs, and we only have 1 road closed right now.
Okay. Fire Chief has a written report. Be resolved that the verbal and written reports be received. Councillor McDonald, Councillor Jones, all in favor? Public Works and Transportation Committee. Be resolved that the report from the Public Works and Transportation Committee meeting held July 13, 2026 be received and resolutions be considered under the order of general business. Councillor Fisher, Councillor Jones, all in favor? Bylaws none. For disaster financial assistance.
We missed access to the waste transfer stations.
Other page, back page, there you go.
Upside down. What did I miss?
The whole thing.
Access to waste transfer stations. Be it resolved that the lock at the Oakland-Wawanesa waste transfer station be changed and hours of operations after consultation with employees be altered to 2:30 to, did we say 5:30?
Tuesday, 2:30 to 5:30.
Right.
The remaining hours staying the same.
Yeah, to better serve the community.
Does that start this Tuesday coming?
Or do we want to make it August 1st so that you've got a chance to actually get the lock changed?
I think that'll be better.
Okay.
So I will put it that it be changed commencing August 1st.
Mover. Councillor Fisher, Counselor Jones, all in favor? General business. RF now proposed fiber path addition across Road 99 West on the north side of Road 47 North in the southeast 33-8-17 West. Be resolved that the proposed fiber path addition across Road 99 West on the north side of Road 47 in the southeast 33-8-17 outlined in the map attached to correspondence dated June 24, 26 from RF now be approved subject to the terms and conditions of the installation agreement dated October 26, 23. Councilor Jones, Councilor McDonald, any questions? All in favor? RF now proposed fiber path additions across Road 43 North in the southwest 7-8-18 West and off PR 453 in northwest 22-8-18 West. Be it resolved that the proposed fiber path additions across Road 43 North in the southwest 7-8-18 and off PR 453 in northwest 22-8-18 outlined on the maps attached to correspondence dated July 7th, 2026 from RF now be approved subject to the terms and conditions of the installation agreement dated October 26, 2023, subject to any conditions required by Manitoba Transportation and Infrastructure. Thank you, mover. Councilor Fisher, Councilor McDonald, any questions? All in favor? RF now proposed fiber path additions across PR Road 453 along the east side of Road 109 in Section 36-8-19 West. Be it resolved that the proposed fiber path additions across Road PR 453 along east side of Road 109 West in 36-8-19 West outlined on the maps attached to correspondence dated July 14, 2026 from RF now be approved subject to the terms and conditions of the installation agreement dated October 26, 2023 subject to any conditions required by Manitoba Transportation and Infrastructure. Thank you, mover, Councilor Jones, Councilor Fisher, any questions? All in favor? Material and equipment requirements for road repairs. Be it resolved that all closed roads be repaired and opened prior to other road maintenance and gas tax reconstruction projects. Thank you. Mover, Councilor McDonald, Councilor Jones, any questions? All in favor? Be resolved that if crushing is not commenced by the July 21st council meeting, crushed rock can be purchased within the crushing line item to ensure closed roads can be repaired in a timely manner. Can I get a mover? Councilor Fisher. Councilor McDonald, questions?
So is, are we gonna go ahead and do some rock? Like if
We have been buying rock and we're gonna have to buy some more rock.
so where are we getting it from?
I've gotten it from two different sources so far.
Well, we're gonna need quite a bit of rock, aren't we? If,
Well, we're blending, so
Yeah.
we're not trying to,
no, I understand that,
Yeah.
but we might have to continue on for quite a while if we don't get gravel made, right?
well, hopefully they get crushing.
And clay also, right? Are you putting clay in it too, or?
Yeah.
Clay's, he's all in clay today.
Okay, good.
And, I would think he's gonna need like 10 to 15 semi-woods.
Do we have a date now, a new date?
I would,
I think that there won't be any gravel crushed by the end of next week yet.
Is the water?
I'm hopeful.
You're hopeful?
Because of the water?
Nope.
Oh,
It was just that the contractor is just being a contractor.
Mm-hmm.
All in favor? And I'm ready to join with this.
Yeah, we won't copy them this way anymore. Yes.
Application for disaster financial assistance. whereas the municipality of Oakland-Wawanesa has realized response and repair costs for the June 29th,
2026, thank you.
2026 rain event. And whereas the municipality of Oakland-Wawanesa requests provincial government provide disaster financial assistance, PFA, for this event. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the municipality of Oakland-Wawanesa respectfully requests to the province to participate in the DFA program as it has incurred public sector expenses as a result of this event. And further be it resolved that the municipality of Oakland-Wawanesa, on behalf of its residents and property owners, private sector, also respectively request the province to participate in this program for residents and property owners, private sector, who have incurred financial costs related to this event.
I'll move that.
Councilor Jones, Councilor Fisher, any questions? All in favor? Tax sale. Whereas pursuant to section 372 of the Municipal Act, the municipality may set a reserve bid in the amount of the tax arrears and costs in respect of the property. Now, therefore, be it resolved that a reserve bid be placed on all properties in the amount of all arrears and costs in respect of each property listed for tax sale. Take a mover. Councilor Jones, Councilor Fisher. Questions? All in favor? Wawanesa Lions Club Country Fair Touch a Truck event. Be it resolved that a grader be provided if equipment and staff, a member of the council is available with no cost to the municipality for the Wawanesa Lions Club Touch a Truck event being held in conjunction with the Country Fair at the Wawanesa Recreation Center on August 15, 2026, whereby a copy of the Wawanesa Lions Club insurance shall be provided to the municipal office in advance of the event. Can I get a mover? Councilor Fisher, Councilor McDonald, any questions?
I'm gonna be there all day, so.
Very good.
So, sorry, so we're not supervising the children, you know, we're gonna do that?
Find a from afar.
All in favor?
And I would note that we do have a copy of the insurance on file.
Already?
Manitoba Municipalities Online Report, be it resolved that the Manitoba Municipalities Online Report for the month of June 2026 be received, and any necessary actions to the bylaw maintenance program be hereby approved. Can I get a mover? Councilor Fisher, Councilor Jones, any questions? All in favor? Beaver removal. Be it resolved that administration be directed to research how other municipalities handle concerns related to beaver populations and the blockages caused by beaver dams lodges. I get a mover. Councilor McDonald, Councilor Fisher, questions?
Is this just to look into it? Like I saw some in, our package that there has been some information, but is there any more to?
So as this was discussed at the Public Works Committee meeting, there is a lot that you have to take into account if you are going to start dismantling beaver dams or lodges. So that information had been requested as to what we've done previously on beavers. So you've got a couple of resolutions that we had. We've got the documentation that the province has on what you have to do in order to do it. There has also been questions on what do you do if you have shot a beaver and it sinks, so you don't have a tail to produce. And that raised kind of questions, and so we thought rather than trying to reinvent the wheel, that perhaps our best process would be to see what some of the other municipalities have in place, whether they've got policies or bylaws or whatever that we could copy from if we find that they meet all of the provincial regulations rather than us starting from scratch. So,
With just when I was reading through that in our package, like the conservation districts will help out with beaver deceivers, and we've had pretty good success with them in places that I've used them, so.
and we have found that we have not had success with our most recent dams, whether the beavers are starting to catch on to the fact that there is a beaver deceiver there. But again, those are the things that if a first approach is to try the beaver deceiver, and then second, have authorized personnel go out and remove the beavers by an alternative method, then those are things that we would look at.
On Road 98 by the, out by the North Pit, the beaver deceiver as well.
It's the worst. And it's not their fault, they're trying to help, it's just those guys are just, they're intense, they're intense little beavers.
Okay, all in favor? Carried. Okay. Be it resolved that this meeting now adjourns to an in-camera meeting to discuss items related to matters in preliminary stages. 1523B3 of the Municipal Act, and all matters discussed in camera are confidential and to be discussed in an open meeting as per section 83 1D of the Municipal Act. Over, Councilor McDonald, Councilor Jones, all in favor? Let's move that this in-camera meeting is now resumed back to a regular meeting. Councilor McDonald, Councilor Jones, all in favor? Carried. Really?
Thank you.
Be it resolved that the offer to sell a gravel pit located in the municipality of Grasslands be considered following the appropriate testing. Councilor McDonald, Councilor Fisher, any questions? All in favor? Legal advice, re-drainage, possible resolutions to come from in-camera session. Be resolved that an easement agreement be entered into with Wawanesa Whippoorwill Housing for the property located at 219 Commercial Street where municipal runoff was drained through their private property.
And add that to it.
And further be resolved that the manager of public works undertake a review with the adjacent property owners as outlined in drainage bylaw number 41-2024.
We'll stop there.
Councilor Mover. Mover. Councilor Fisher, Councilor Jones, all in favor. Be it resolved that Dillon Consulting Limited be contracted to provide a UAV-based survey to support drainage in the Wawanesa for a cost not to exceed $1,900.
I'll move that.
Councilor Jones, Councilor McDonald, any questions? All in favor?
We're finished, okay?
Be it resolved that Dillon Consulting Limited be requested to provide, based on the above survey, an estimated number of hours required and approximate costs to offer alternatives for drainage in the vicinity of Commercial Street, Mill Street, and Park Street to alleviate water drainage concerns in that area. Can I get a mover? Councilor Fisher. Councilor McDonald. Any questions? All in favor? Carried. No motion, none. Adjournment.
Yes.
Be resolved that this meeting is now adjourned to meet again on Tuesday, August the 18th, 2026 at 9 a.m. in the municipal office in Wawanesa. Councilor Fisher, Councilor Jones. All in favor?